SoFi stock has been on a great run over the past 3 months. The stock is up 120% since I made this video back in April saying that SoFi under $10 is an absolute no-brainer. But the question right now is, how high can SoFi go? Can SoFi reach a new all-time high in the next few weeks? SoFi's all-time high set in 2021 was $25, and it seems like every day now we are getting closer and closer to that price. Now we've got a lot to get through in this video, so I will try to keep this intro short, but if you find any value in this, can I ask you to smash the like button? It takes a lot of time to make these videos, but it literally takes 2 seconds and costs nothing to smash the like button, and it helps the channel out so much. I'm aiming to get 500 likes on this video. Help me hit that goal. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. Now let's get straight into it. So SoFi is a fintech that offers a range of lending and wealth management services. The company primarily caters to early stage professionals and offers variable and fixed rate, parent, personal and MBA loans, mortgage refinancing and more. So SoFi is a fintech company that is positioning itself as a one-stop shop for all your personal finances. Looking at the most recent investors presentation for just a moment, we can see a record growth of new members up to nearly 11 million members and record new products up to nearly 16 million. And although 2025 has brought a lot of economic uncertainty, SoFi's diversified business model is built to provide strong growth through different environments, with the company maintaining very strong growth of adjusted net revenue, adjusted EBITDA, and adjusted net income. With the company increasing its net revenue with ever-increasing mix of low-risk fee-based revenue. First of all, SoFi is set to announce their Q2 earnings report on July 29th. So this is a day to mark on your calendar. Looking at the charts, we can see that SoFi has been on a very strong rally for the past 2 months, but has been trading sideways over the past couple of weeks. When the stock broke above $22.50, it quickly dropped back again, but showed incredibly strong support at $20 once again. But this chart does look bullish right now, and a good earnings beat could prove to be a major catalyst. So guys, if you'd like to see me make a SoFi earnings preview video, then smash the like and drop a comment below letting me know that this is something that you want to see. I've been closely following SoFi over the past 2 years, and for anyone that has been following my channel over that period, then you will know that my predictions tend to be spot on. So comment down below if this is what you want to see. If I get 500 likes on this video, that will let me know that there is interest to see this. So this is a very interesting article. Here's why SoFi stock is a buy before July 29th. As we said a moment ago, SoFi added more than 800,000 new members to its platform in Q1. Not only was that the highest single quarter growth that SoFi has ever seen, but this also took place during a period of very high economic uncertainty. But not just that, as it says here, we now have a bit more clarity on the Trump administration's student loan policies. We could see SoFi's private student loan origination volume continue to grow. In the first quarter, SoFi originated nearly $1.2 billion in student loans, a 58% year-over-year growth rate. The loan platform business is also ramping up quickly, accounting for $1.5 billion in loan volume in the first quarter, and is a fast-growing source of low-risk fee income. But SoFi has lots of future catalysts coming up. First of all, the Q2 earnings report on July 29th. In their Q1 report, SoFi guided for between 5 and 6 cents EPS in Q2. But as we know from following SoFi over the past few years, they tend to downplay these estimates, and then in every single quarter to date, they have achieved better than their own guidance. And now Wall Street is also expecting 6 cents. But given the recent growth of high-margin loan platform business and the fact that SoFi have been beating guidance every quarter to date, it wouldn't be a surprise to me if the company exceeds once again. Then there's the recent announcement that the cryptocurrency trading will be returning to SoFi's platform, which is another major development to watch. SoFi got rid of cryptocurrency due to regulatory uncertainty shortly after obtaining its bank charter, but new guidance is allowing SoFi to bring it back. And also earlier this month, SoFi announced that they have expanded access to alternative investments to include new private market funds from asset management firms including Cashmere, Fundrise, and Liberty Street Advisors, meaning that investors can gain exposure to multiple private companies across AI, machine learning, space technology, consumer products, healthcare, e-commerce, and financial technology like OpenAI, SpaceX, Epic Games, and more. As it says here, Kashmir invests in a portfolio of high-growth companies to give people access to early and growth stage private companies. Fundrise is the largest direct-to-consumer alternative asset manager in the US, serving over 2 million people, and Liberty Street Advisors is an investment advisor offering opportunities in private markets, helping investors diversify beyond public stocks and bonds. But what do analysts think of SoFi right now? Looking at MarketBeat, we can see that SoFi is covered by 19 Wall Street analysts who have a consensus price target of just $16.78. The high price target for SoFi is $21, while the lowest price target is just $12. And it's not just the price targets that vary widely here, because SoFi stock has 3 sell ratings, 7 buy ratings, and 9 hold ratings, so the general consensus is that the stock is a hold. Now, one thing to note here is that all the recent price targets have been on the upper end of the scale here, with targets of $20, $17, $19, and $21. The lowest here was from KBW, who raised their extremely low target by almost 50% earlier this month, from $9 to $13. But all of this means very little right now, with Q2 earnings only days away. Should SoFi smash their earnings yet again, then we could see these price targets being revised again very soon, so July 29th is a huge date for the company. But right now, is SoFi stock cheap or is it expensive? That's the question that most people have around SoFi since the stock has ran up to over $20. Now, SoFi management have stated time and time again that the company's goal is to become a top 10 financial institution, which would roughly mean that SoFi's total assets would need to grow tenfold from here. By most valuation metrics traditionally used to evaluate bank stocks, such as price to book, SoFi is not a cheap stock. But should the traditional methods be used to evaluate SoFi? SoFi is growing at its fastest rate ever and launching more products than ever. Most banks aren't growing revenue at 33% annualized rate while simultaneously launching high potential products. In fact, just look at this chart comparing SoFi to some of the biggest banks, including JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America. SoFi is in a league of its own when it comes to growth on nearly every metric, but looking at the total deposit percentage change here, the big banks are in around 3% to 6%, while SoFi's percentage change is over 440%. CEO Anthony Noto has repeated several times that he envisions SoFi becoming a top 10 financial services company. If they keep this growth pace up, that could become a reality. If SoFi can continue this growth strategy for the foreseeable future, then SoFi stock is not expensive at all. But the ever-increasing pace of growth can't last forever. However, growth slowing could still be years away because there is no signs of this growth slowing down anytime soon. As it says here, a top 10 bank with an online bank's profit margins would likely be a big winner for long-term investors. But guys, what do you think? SoFi's all-time high from 2021 was about $27, and we are rapidly approaching this now. Will we see a new all-time high before the end of the summer? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but always do your own due diligence. Remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, but if you enjoyed this analysis, then please like and comment. Follow me on X and I'll catch you